Okay, Christopher, if you can tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started in advocacy.
Yeah. This is how I started in advocacy. I was born and raised in Riverside, California. I attended a community college program and did internships. I started attending the NJC conventions and advocating with my parents from a young age. I gave my first big speech as a high school senior. I living independently with supports, and I work at Weinberg through support employment.
Great, and how did you decide to start creating this toolkit?
Dr. Sig Purcell was a doctor who believed in me. My brother pushed me out of my comfort zone and gave me the idea to create a toolkit for self-advocates by a self-advocate in my own voice. I received the support of the NDSC board and the SAC Council. I have reached out to Heather Sachs and Ms. Lauren Camp from the NDSC policy team who helped.
Great, and what's the purpose of the toolkit?
Providing tools and advice to self-advocates in assisting who are more interested in becoming more involved in daily legislative advocacy, in work, in policies and laws. These are the rules made by government about how things work in our daily lives work. There are many other types of advocacy, such as attending your own IEP meetings and trying to get a job, and etc. But this toolkit just focuses on legislative advocacy.
Great, and what does the toolkit cover?
What is advocacy? Getting started with legislative advocacy, advice from other self-advocates, building relationships with your elected officials, and voting.
And Christopher, can you elaborate on what advocacy is and some of the things that you included in the toolkit about how people can get started?
The toolkit is for legislative advocacy and how to influence policies and laws that affect your daily lives. Learning the basics, the daily basics of the legislative process, staying connected and informed of the NDSC alerts and newsline. Seeking out training opportunities for NDSC and INDEC and Speakers Bureau.
Great, and what are some of the other things that are included, and what did you personally contribute?
Advice from other self-advocates, seeing the toolkit for good advice from my colleagues, building relationships with elected officials, meet and greet with them and their staff members, inviting them to your local, state, and federal Down syndrome walks, keeping in touch with letters and social media and thank you cards.
And why do you think that voting is so important?
One of the most important ways to make political change is to vote. When you turn 18, make sure that you are registered to vote in your state. Under the Americans with Disabilities Act, people with Down syndrome are entitled to a full and equal opportunity to have voting rights.
Thank you so much for sharing with us. Everyone has a copy at their table, and feel free to flip through and obviously read it when you get home. Does anybody have any questions for Christopher right now about the toolkit or any of the content involved in it?
We are on your team. This is your team too. Thank you for your time.
I just wanted to say something quick. It was such a pleasure to work with Christopher on this project. When he called, I remember that first phone conversation, he called me and he said, I have this idea. I want to do a toolkit for self-advocates by a self-advocate about how to advocate. And it was amazing. It was a collaborative process. We had a lot of calls and meetings. He involved the other members of the Self-Advocate Council, and I'm really proud of the results. This will be also available for free download on the NDSC website. It'll also be part of all the convention materials. I encourage you to share this with your local groups, share this with self-advocates in your community, but quite honestly for everyone. When you start looking through it, it's really a lot of beginning advocacy information. And so I just wanted to really thank Christopher for taking the lead on this project, and I'm really proud of it.
And in addition to what Heather has said, this is your new book of the book project for this year.
And we want to thank Christopher's dad. Where's he at?
Board meeting.
My
Board meeting.
father
Oh, he's back
is in the
there.
back by the door.
We want to thank the Bennett family for providing the funds to pay for printed copies for everyone to have a printed copy of the manual. So thank you very much. Okay, now we're going to put you to work. We have some little worker bees.